y'all, Kazakma Kheperu here for Project Illuminated, and today I want to talk to you about opening your third eye. Now, we live in a left-brain Western society that teaches you that there is nothing else besides the physical, and that the only thing that you can have access to is the left brain, which is based on concrete thinking and linear thinking. But what we don't realize is that our ancestors practiced whole brain thinking, hence we use our intuitive knowledge, intuitive wisdom, through the pineal gland, the third eye, to access information that is not readily available through the left brain. So what do I mean by that? Well, we could talk about many different things as like downloading information from the Akashic records or the etheric field, or going within to intuit Tahuti, the ancient god of wisdom, the Egyptian god of wisdom, Tahuti, to intuit the wisdom and knowledge that is within you, because we all are connected, because we all are one consciousness, so we all have the information that we need to survive on this planet. And our ancestors were masters at going into alternate states of consciousness to get additional information on subject matters, or to re-experience things that's happened in the so-called past, which aren't really the past, because there's no such thing as the past, and the future is all in one time, which is the period of now. That's all there is. There's no past, there's no future, it's just the ever-present now. So I want to give an example. There was a spiritual teacher I used to converse with, and he was known for finishing your sentences. In other words, you would ask a question, and before you could finish asking the question, he would answer it. And that was because he was, on many levels, in tune with your consciousness, so he knew what you were going to ask. But he's also very, very intuitive. So we need to start practicing that, because our third eye is basically dead. You go to the major universities and they teach you from a very left brain, concrete perspective, and it's very academic, it's very egotistical, and it's very closed-minded and closed circle, because you have these academics who are in their little circle, and they don't let people in that circle, and they pride themselves on knowing everything on that subject matter and publishing papers and doing lectures. But really, they're some of the most ignorant people on the planet, and they're the guardians of the knowledge that is just that you learn to regurgitate, but you don't really understand it from a deep intuitive perspective. So we need to start practicing to use our third eye to start accessing information that is not in books, that is not in published papers or within academic circles. And also, what you should know about these professors is that they hide information from the general public so they can feel more empowered and more knowledgeable. And they've hidden for many, many years the true origin of the ancient Kemetic Egyptian people. They've hidden that. It's been buried, and only now is coming to the surface. So this guru, as I mentioned, the spiritual advisor who is known for finishing your sentence, has a power and a knowledge that we all can possess, because we all are cut from the same cloth, and we all have access to the one consciousness, because we all are one consciousness. So I want you to start thinking about that, and you can use this in everyday life. You don't have to go by exactly the paradigm. You can break the paradigm and say, what can I do differently to start intuiting knowledge and wisdom? And some of the things you can do is learn meditation, put yourself in a meditative trance, and visualize yourself going back in history and reliving or re-experiencing a certain particular historical figure, and seeing what wisdom and knowledge comes to you from that. Or if you have a person, a friend, a partner, a mate who you find that you're in tune with, you may already find that you know what they're thinking, or that you can finish their sentences. So it comes in many different forms, but these are powers that you should be trying to nurture and perfect, because so often, we'll have an idea, or you may hear people say, I was thinking about something and it came to pass, but we'll ignore that. We won't continue on that path of developing that wisdom, that knowledge, or that psychic technique we'll just brush it aside because Western society teaches us to discount it. So I want you to think about when you're having those revelations, those moments of when you were thinking about somebody and they suddenly appeared in your life, that is you, an all-powerful God man, God woman, who is just learning to use powers and accessing aspects of your consciousness that you didn't know were there. So don't ignore them, nurture them, work with them, and you'll find that you'll become a very powerful being. So this is Kheperu for Project Illuminated, and that's all for now.